Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Today we are going to do some questions on abstract reasoning, a mixed bag of questions from different topics which are tested in the examination. So let's begin today's class. This is a question which says that you need to continue the series. So five images are given to us, and we need to find the sixth image in the sequence. So these abstract reasoning, we have mixed of questions. We have all sorts of questions, series based, right, analogy based, uh, mirror water image, figure counting, etc. So all have been covered in this series. So if you watched those videos, you would have encountered all kinds of questions. So how will the next figure look like? It's a easy one. So this is the first image, right? It has one element. Okay. Now in the next image, it is rotated anti-clockwise. Okay, so this became this straight line plus one element added. Then it got rotated anti-clockwise 90-degree. So it became like this, and now this thing and this thing got added. Okay, so in every image it is going anti-clockwise, right? So if this goes anti-clockwise, we shall have this image like this, right? M shape. Now the task is to find. So you can eliminate option A. Okay, we can eliminate option D also because it is not the M shape. Now we need to find that how many extra lines should be there. Okay, so if you see first and second figure, first of all we know how it will look like M after rotation and how many it needs. In this there is one line added, this line. This shape was still here, one, two elements added. This shape must have been like this, so one element added. This shape was like this like two kind of structure, and then two elements were added, one line and this. So in this case we will have one line added. Okay, so we will add one line. So 1 2 1 2 1. So one line if we add, it will look like this. The answer will be option B. Okay, so that's how we get the answer. Simple one. Okay, so in this series, let us find the next element. We need to find out how will the next image in the sequence look like. Now this has curves, right? Some facing inside, some facing outside. So just observe the movement, that how the pattern is changing from one element to another. So all these questions of abstract reasoning, be it series, be it analogy, anything, it requires observation, right? You need to observe the images carefully and see that how are the changes happening, right? Image by image, and then find the pattern in which the next image will look like. So let us see what is happening in this image. Okay, so if you see this first A to B, right? Let's see the transition from A to B. This is facing outside, this is inside, inside, outside, outside, right? So this remains same, these two remain same, these two remain same. So there is one image that is changing. ये image उल्टी हो गई, right? It was facing up, I mean, or outside. This is now facing inside. Okay, so in this case, from one to here, one change. Now let us see this. This is same. Okay, this changed. Okay, this changed the direction, and these two remain the same. Right. So I'll take the images that have changed their direction. So first to second, only this one changed. Second to third, these two changed. Now C to D, if you see, this is same. This has changed. This has changed. Okay, it was facing inside, it is facing outside. This was facing this inside, now it is outside, so this has changed. These two have remained same. So three images change their direction. Okay, now from D to E, so this is same, this has changed the direction. These two are same, this is also same. So only one image changed the direction from D to E. So it is basically one image changing the direction, two image changing the direction, three images, one. Next should be two images changing the direction. Okay. Now the thing is, which two images will change their directions? Okay. If we see this, first this image changed, these two changed, this. So it is going basically in a anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so this changed, now these two, then these three, then this. So these two should change the directions. So we talked about that there will be two images that will change the directions, and these two will be the elements. So this will remain like this, this will remain like this will remain like this. This is inside, so this will be outside, this is inside, so this will be outside. So the answer will be option 1 or A. Is it clear? So that requires close observation, such things. So again, like we will just find out how many images are changing their direction. So there are 5 elements. In this, A to B 1 change, B to C 2 changes, C to D 3 changes, then D to E again 1 change. So then it will be again 2 changes. Then how to find out which 2 will change? So that is going in anti-clockwise direction. First this changed, then these 2 changed, then these 3, then this. So next turn is of these 2. Okay. All right. So this was a difficult one. Sometimes you might get some tricky ones as well. And not always the questions are easy. This looks simple. So find out that which will continue the series. Now in this, if you see, the elements remain the same, right? All these images have same elements. It is just that one of the elements is shifted. And how to find that shift? Let us suppose we take the direction clockwise, right? You can take clockwise also, anti-clockwise also. It will not make any difference. Okay, suppose this is the tail and this is the head. Like consider that the images are from here to here. So what is happening in the second image is the frontmost is going to the backmost one, right? So this has shifted this side. So now this is the head, this is the tail, right? So head is becoming tail. Or if you see the other way around, see, it does not matter whether you see clockwise or you see anti-clockwise. Okay, if you see anti-clockwise, the opposite thing will happen. So if you have a look in the anti-clockwise direction, so by that logic, this is the last element, this is the first element, so last element is coming to the first place, right? So some people might see it anti-clockwise, some people might see it clockwise, not an issue. So let us take it clockwise. Okay, so what is happening in clockwise is the one which is at the head goes to the tail. Okay, so this is the head, this will become the tail. Okay, this is the head, this will become the, this will go after the tail. This is the head. Okay, then it comes here. So now this is the head, it will go after the tail. So we will have this black circle here. Okay, and that will look like this, black circle, and then square, then triangle. Okay, so let's just eliminate, this will be the last one, black circle, this is a square, triangle, then this minus shape, plus shape, and the white circle. So that is option D. Okay, again it is about just about observation. So here's the next one. Now these are sometimes difficult when you have more than 5 elements. You need to be quite careful in finding the pattern. So let us find the next image in this series. This is a tough one, and I would suggest that if you encounter such difficult ones that involve too many elements in the examination, you must skip those questions. Okay, there will be some easy questions which you must attempt, like previous one was easy, this one is difficult, because sometimes you see new elements also being introduced and the pattern might not be very regular. So go through it and then we'll discuss that how to do this. So let us see that what is the sequence in this, right? Now first two images, if we see, this C has gone to this position, this O has come to this position. So diagonal movement, okay, Z has gone here, equal to symbol has come here. So corners, the elements at the corner have moved diagonally. Okay, now let us see this thing. If you see the remaining four elements, this star has come here, this square has gone down, okay, this V shape has gone here, and the oval shape has come here. So basically it is like movement, these internal movement, internal objects move like these four, okay, and the corner ones, that is a diagonal swipe. Okay, so that is from first to second image, right? So let us see that whether the same logic applies from second to third. No, second has some different thing. So if we see this from second to third, this, there is a shift like this. There is a shift like this, that C has come to this position, V has moved to this, the square has moved to this position, and equal to has come to this position. Okay. And among these two also, if you see Z has moved to this side, right? Then star has moved this side, and these two have been replaced by new image. Okay, so instead of circle we have U, instead of this oval shape we have triangle. Okay, so we have two new elements. So this is a different movement as compared to the first image. First image, what is happening is the internal four elements are going in an anti-clockwise direction and the corners are going in a swap. Okay, जो diagonal span. And this is this. Now let us see from the third to fourth one. Okay, so third to fourth one, if we see, this has gone to this position, this has gone to this. So again the same logic. Okay, so this is from third to fourth image, that diagonally they are going opposite to each other and they are moving in an anti-clockwise direction. This Z came here, this triangle came here, this V shape came here, and the C went this side. Okay, now fourth to fifth also it should be the this logic, right? Let us see. So this star moved this side, V moved this side, triangle moved this side, right? So we know that this logic is being repeated in this here to here. Now we have to find the next one, so it should follow this logic, right? We are given fifth image, we have to find the sixth image. Okay, so sixth image means that we have to get into this logic. So diagonal movement will be there, so U will be the first one, Z should be at the corner. Okay, so this you can eliminate. Then triangle should be this one, this should be D. D triangle, D triangle, D triangle. So we are left with three options. Now the remaining should move in this direction. So here we should have the square, which is present in option C. Okay, square will come here, and then S will go down, V will come this side, and star will go up. Okay, so that is the logic. Now this is slightly difficult because all images are not following the same logic. Okay, so if you get too many images and such complicated logics, such questions should be skipped in the examination. All right, so let's do this one. This will be a simpler one. It's like inside and outside. Try to find out which one is facing inside, which one are changing direction and all. So what will be the next image in this sequence? So let us see that what is happening in the images. So first, for A to B, these three are intact. These two have changed the directions. Okay, B to C, this has changed the direction. Okay, this has changed the direction. This has changed the direction. This has changed the direction. So four have changed the direction. From C to D, this has changed the direction. This has changed the direction. Rest three remain same. Okay, and then if we talk about D to E, okay, this is same, and rest four have changed the direction. Okay, so next, so in this two images are changing direction, 4 2 4, so two will change directions. Okay, and which two? So if we see this, it ended here, it started from here, it ended here, and then it started from here, it ended on this image, started from this. So it ends here, it will start from this. So basically these two will change the directions. Okay, so the answer figure would look like this, and this will be outside, and these two outside. Okay, so two outside and these three inside. So that is why option A. Okay, so that's how we. All right, so let's look at the next one. This is based on analogy. So this is a very simple one, right? It is uh, like A to B, they just remove this part. Okay, and C to D, they will just remove this part and it will be image 2. Series and analogy are the most common types. Last year they had multiple other varieties as well, but till 2020 they used to have mostly series and analogy based questions. This is again very simple, right? It is just 45-degree rotation in this direction, right? 45-degree clockwise. So 45, if this is straight, this will be like this, and this has moved to this position. This will move to position within the circle. So that is fifth one. So in this, what has happened is this square, this is triangle inside, so triangle outside, square inside. Okay. This square, this is triangle, so triangle will come outside and the square will go inside. Okay. Now, if you see this, this triangle is upright, right? So base is on this line. So this became a triangle like this. Now it is an inverted triangle. So the bigger triangle will be an inverted one, and then we will have the square inside, which will be shaded. Okay, so inverted triangle, square inside, which is shaded. Last year there were some questions on mirror and water images as well, which were not present for the past few years. So this is just the water image. Okay, so we just turned it upside down. So the water image will look like this. Okay, that is in option one. Okay, it was simple water image based question. Find the missing image in this. So A to B have some relation. The same relation is followed between C and D. If we see this image A, right? What happened in image A is this part came down straight away, right? This came diagonally down. Now this thing, it went this side, and how it went this side? It got rotated like this. Okay, first it got rotated, and you would call it a 90-degree rotation. Okay, because this was the image. If you rotate it by 90 degrees, so this line will become like this. This plus symbol will look like this. Okay, so again we will do the same thing from C to D. So this image should go down like this. So we will have the dot and the arrow below it. Okay, so you can eliminate this, you can eliminate this, or we can eliminate all the options. Okay, we can eliminate all the options because only this option satisfies the condition, right? So that would be answer 2. And this, if we rotate 90 degrees, so this image was like this. If we rotate it, it will become like this. So by checking only one, we could tell the answer. That the answer is option. All right. So let's solve this one. I think the arrow is not clear in this. Okay, we'll look for other elements. And this might also be the case sometimes, right? In the examination. Hope that should not happen, that the images are not so clear. ऐसा हो सकता है कि इसमें arrow ढंग से नहीं दिख रहा which direction it is. So we can see that this arrow is going down. In B, it is going down, but not sure in A. Anyway, well, let us try to do it from other elements, and then probably we can find out. So if we see this, right, so A to B, what has happened is this thing has rotated, right? Rotated by, you could say 90, like if you consider 90, 60 and all, 90, 180, 270, 360. So it rotated in the anti-clockwise direction from this point to this point. Okay, so this will go anti-clockwise. So if you go anti-clockwise, this dot should be here at the center. Then we should have thing like this, like S should come like this. So we can eliminate 3 of the options. We are left with 3 and 5. Now we're talking about the arrow. Okay, so if we see the arrow is at this place. and arrow has come like about half of the image, isn't it? Arrow is not at the same position. So see, the arrow was at this position here. It is not at the same position. Now in this case, arrow was here. If it remains in option 3, it is at the same position, right? It should move ahead. Hence, we will take option 5. Okay. So if you see this, the arrow part was here. It is not at the same position. When it moves ahead, it has come outside, towards outside. Okay, it has come till here. So similarly, in this case, the arrow is here. If we just rotate, the arrow remains here, but the arrow should move in some direction, right? So that is in this. So that is why option 5. Okay. So I've drawn that arrow. I mean, I've marked the point where the arrow was. So the arrow was here in the first image. In the second image, it came outside, right, towards the exterior. In this image, it is here. So if we just rotate it, the arrow would be here. But the arrow should move, so this is not the answer. This will be taken as the answer. In this case, the arrow is here. In this case, the arrow is. So we'll take option 5 as the answer. That could be an unfortunate event, right? In case in the examination you do not get the proper images, right? But that's a rare scenario. Maybe in 1 or 2 questions that could happen. Several examinations where there are issues. In some examinations, there is scrolling problem, right? They give large graphs and you have to scroll a lot. Like IFT and all, people do not like attempting. Okay, sometimes like the passages you have to scroll a lot. Grammar questions like long, I mean the sentence is written in a long format and you have to scroll. So uh, I do not like those things, that because of such things student waste their time or are unable to attempt questions. Interface should be good. Okay, so if you see A to B, the dots remain in their position and they have, it is flipped opposite. Okay, so from C to D, the dot should remain at this position and it should be flipped to this side. So this side, that is the third one option. Okay, so we did some questions on series and analogy, right? Mix of easy, moderate questions. Right, most of the questions would be of moderate level. I say just don't give more than 15 to 20 seconds for the logic part. If the logic you are unable to get in 15 to 20 seconds, believe me, it might take even 2 minutes to just to get the logic. So if it like does not click anything, right, you are not getting anything. Maybe if you get partially, that you will spend some more time. In that case, just skip those questions. There are certain questions like abstract reasoning and in your uh, quant, you get those number series questions. If you're not able to identify the logic, just skip those questions because there are other things to do in the paper, right? There are certain things wherein uh, it is just about how fast you can solve them, not about the weird logic. So sometimes logic can be very absurd. You might not be able to think at that moment. Okay, so don't take it to your ego if you are not able to get anything in less time. Just stay away from it. There are some other topics which are certain that you put time and effort, that is worth it. Right, so that is it for today's class. Thanks for attending the class. Have a great day ahead. Goodbye.